Greetings! What's up? It's Deborah Watts, and I am so grateful that you are able to join me today here for our May Live Q&A. Now, you might be thinking, what's going on here? Didn't Deborah just go off of being live? Let me explain. Apparently, the mic in my computer is dying, and so 2/3 of my first live presentation were probably not anything you could understand because it was all garbled up. So instead of, I will still try to decipher it and transcribe it and send that out so that you can get a written version of it, but I thought it would be better to just go ahead and do a fresh video and go through the points again, because I really do think they're important that you get them. And hopefully this time we won't have the same challenges. Now, mind you, this is a new experience, so I really do appreciate your patience and understanding, because I'm working out all the kinks in technology and working with what I've got, which is the basis and foundation of what we do in business. We just work with what we've got, and things go wrong and we just kind of have to go with the flow, right? Okay, so I'm so excited that you're here. There's so much amazingness around us that I really wanted to bring to light today, with the Fullpreneur Mastermind being one example of so many amazing things that are happening around the globe as inspired entrepreneurs and visionaries are making a difference. Okay, so first I want to answer a question that I've received multiple times in this month, which is, okay, what's the difference between honeyBee U and Transitionary Girl? Like, you're confusing me here. So I want to clarify. honeyBee U is all of the coaching services. It's the umbrella. It's everything. It's the master circle, you could say. And underneath that umbrella of honeyBee U are many free educational opportunities, free programs, tips, tools, and then there are also some paid programs. In particular, there are 4, and that's what I want to share with you. One of them is Transitionary Girl, Personal Authenticity Coaching. And basically the name transitionary came from those areas that are transitionary in our life. Some of them we choose, like maybe getting married or starting a new job or whatever, and then others are chosen for us. We have no control over having an accident or losing a loved one in death and so forth. So in those periods of transition, there's a toolkit or a set that we can use to make those transitions smoother and to ensure that on the other side of them, we're better off and the world is better off. And so that's where the word of the phrase transitionary girl came from. Girl being me, I'm a girl, so I felt like that was an honest and genuine energy expression there, because I really love bringing that girl energy to one-on-one clients, particularly because I just have so much joy in working with you in expanding possibilities and breaking down walls and in having more options. Another paid program, the other 3 paid programs you have not heard as much about, because you will this summer. They're going to be rolling out one after the other. The first one will be the No Regrets Decisions Authenticity Coaching Program, which will be a 4-week immersion into how to make decisions with no regrets. And that will be a group program online, and it's going to be a blast. And that will be coming up in July. And then right after that will be the main honeyBee U Authenticity Coaching Program, which is 10 weeks of immersion into all the different elements, the 8 units, I call them, of authenticity tapping, which is the skill set that I really love using in helping anyone I'm working with, including myself, to attain sustainable transformation. And then finally is the honeyBee U Tribe, which is a very intimate small group of, you could basically call it a mastermind, and we meet once annually in a retreat, and that group is basically like the outgrowth of the other programs, because that group is much smaller, and it's just for people who are really trying to up level and get to that level of pushing themselves past what they think is even possible for themselves. And that can only happen, in my opinion, in a group community where we're all inspiring and motivating one another. So both my programs and the program, the Soulpreneur Mastermind, encompass to me what I consider the 5 pillars of sustainable transformation. And those 5 pillars are education, mentorship, community, relentless action, and faith. You need all 5 of those pillars, in my humble opinion, to be able to sustainably grow and transform your life from wherever you are right now, which you embrace, you honor, you appreciate everything about who you are right now, and you love yourself in this moment, as well as where you want to be a year from now. And so to help yourself along that process, it's really important to have these 5 pillars. So let's talk about the Soulpreneur Mastermind. I've been throwing hints out there. We had an interview last month. What exactly is it about? Well, in my humble opinion, there are 3 people who, judging from what I've learned thus far about the program, being a part of the team, would be ideal candidates who would really get the most benefit out of this program. The first person is, tell me if this relates to you. You are an employee right now, but you know that you don't really belong in a conventional job. You have too many ideas. You're a rebel. You have radical visions of the way things should be done. And you're really working really hard to make ends meet, but you just feel like a cog, and you just know that there's so much more potential that is not being expressed in your job that you know you could offer to others. So you want to create something for yourself, but you want it to keep your heart and your soul and your originality, your authentic voice, and not be turned into another business automaton. The second person for whom this program is perfect is you already have a heartful and soul-centered business, and yet you're still working another job, or you're borrowing money, or you're depending on relatives or friends for financial support because your business is not yet financially viable. It is not yet sustainable on its own 2 legs. So you're struggling, and that's a very stressful place to be. You want to have this, you love what you do, you really want to build this business, but right now you're just not seeing it happen, and you're having to either rely on others in one form or another, and those ways that you're relying on them are not really bringing your best to the table. And then the third person who this program would be perfect for is you already have a sustainable, heartful, and soul-centered business. However, you are just at capacity. You aren't growing your business because it's taking everything you've got just to keep it afloat. You would love to have more time for personal endeavors, for personal development, self-care. You just cannot afford the time because you're doing so much to keep your business afloat. So for these 3 individuals, the Soulpreneur Mastermind is perfect. It will help you to up-level in every way imaginable, both in here and also externally in your enterprise, to create a sustainable, profitable enterprise that uses what you love to do to serve others. You get over all kinds of limiting beliefs. You can establish what's really of importance and where your heart and your core will be expressed the best in your business. And you will get mentorship for 9 months. So the kickoff event is in June 21st to 24th in Findhorn, Scotland. And that's where you'll get a chance to meet the 4 mentors who, between the 4 of them, have over 75 years of experience in creating and sustaining profitable, heart-centered, soul-centered businesses and serving countless people with their visions, with their knowledge, with their skills, and doing it in a way that feels amazing for them, as well as for those who are receiving their services. So you will have an amazing opportunity to listen and learn from these people in person, as well as have an amazing time. Food, scenery, just the experience of being in Findhorn will be amazing. That place has an amazing history and culture of its own. So I encourage you to go ahead and click on the link above this video and sign up, if nothing else, just for the Q&A. There's a live Q&A that will be happening in less than 2 hours, and the 4 mentors will be there. So second best to meeting them in person is to actually meet them face to face, virtually on Zoom. So you are welcome to come join us. I will be there as well. Ask your questions, where you are in your current situation, because they will ask you that, and where you want to get to. They will share with you whatever it is you need to learn about the program to be able to make a decision as to whether to join or not. And all you have to do is get there. Everything else will be included in your registration fee, so you don't have to worry about extensive expense. The wonderful thing about this program is it's 9 months of mentorship and community. So again, going back to those 5 pillars that I shared with you a moment ago, you get the education, you get the mentorship, you get the community, and you get the encouragement to take relentless action and to build your faith in yourself, in your purpose, in your business, in humanity. So this is such an amazing, amazing opportunity. I really hope you take advantage of it. If nothing else, just come and enjoy the Q&A and meet the mentors. I promise you, you'll feel better off after having met them and learned from them. And this is free. There's no risk. So go ahead and click on the link above and go ahead and sign up. So once you sign up, you'll be taken to a page. You got to click on one more link, and that will take you right to the registration page in Zoom, and you can go ahead and register for the Q&A that will start at 4 p.m. Eastern, which is in just under 2 hours. Okay, am I missing anything? Let me see. Let me just go ahead and hit refresh and see if there are any questions for me. And forgive me, I am, like I said, working with a couple different things here. So I don't see any questions. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. If you have any questions, please just write them in the comments below, and I will address them as soon as possible. Let me know any other questions that you have about anything that I mentioned or anything that I didn't mention. I hope this was helpful and informative for you, and I look forward to seeing you right here back on my profile next month in the last Monday of June for our June live Q&A. All right, much love to you. It's been a pleasure. Enjoy.